Hey guys, welcome back to Sleep Drift Tales. Tonight we drift into another boring history sleep story. One of iron, fire, and quiet defiance. If you'd like, you can subscribe before we begin. And let me know in the comments, where in the world are you listening from? And what time is it for you right now? It's always calming to see this little community connecting across the world. Tonight's story takes us back to ancient Persia, to a blacksmith's forge, where metal glows and hammers fall, where one man's steady work slowly becomes a symbol of courage. So settle in, let the rain and fire sounds surround you, and allow yourself to drift off quickly with this relaxing story of silence, resistance, and the warmth of honest hands. The forge stands in the center of the workshop. Stone walls surround the iron anvil. The hammer rests beside glowing coals. Kaveh enters the workshop each morning. His footsteps echo on stone floors. The leather apron hangs on wooden pegs. The fire burns low and steady. Orange flames dance without sound. Coals shift and settle slowly. His hands reach for the bellows. Air flows into the forge. The flames grow taller and brighter. The anvil waits in silence. Iron tools line the wooden shelves. Hammers of different weights rest in rows. Water drips from the ceiling beams. Each drop falls into the quenching barrel. The sound echoes through quiet halls. Kaveh lifts a piece of cold iron. The metal feels heavy in his hands. He places it among the coals. The iron begins to glow red. Heat rises from the forge. Sweat forms on the blacksmith's brow. Time passes slowly in the workshop. The fire crackles softly. Rain sounds drift through stone windows. He removes the heated iron carefully. The tongs grip the glowing metal. Steam rises from the red surface. The hammer strikes the anvil once. The sound rings through empty halls. Metal shapes under steady blows. Each strike follows the same rhythm. Hammer up, hammer down. Iron flattens gradually. The workshop fills with steady sounds. Hammering metal, hissing steam, crackling fire. Kaveh works without hurry or haste. His movements follow ancient patterns. The craft passes from father to son. Iron becomes tools in his hands. Plowshares for farmers, nails for carpenters, horseshoes for travelers. The city depends on his work. Merchants need iron fittings. Soldiers require sharp weapons. Life continues with metal. Hours drift by like slow water. The forge maintains its steady heat. Coals glow red and orange. Apprentices sweep the workshop floor. Iron filings gather in small piles. The broom scrapes against stone. The master teaches with few words. Watch the fire. Feel the metal. Listen to the hammer. Young hands learn to grip tools. The weight of iron. The heat of flames. The rhythm of work. Sunset approaches through narrow windows. The forge fire burns lower. Tools return to their places. Kaveh hangs his leather apron carefully. The day's work draws to completion. Metal cools on wooden shelves. The hammer rests beside the anvil. Silence returns to stone walls. The workshop grows still. Water continues dripping steadily. The quenching barrel catches each drop. Brown noise fills quiet spaces. Night settles over the forge. The coals dim to glowing embers. Wooden doors close softly. The blacksmith walks home slowly. His footsteps fade down empty streets. Candlelight flickers in distant windows. The anvil waits in darkness. Tomorrow will bring more iron, more fire, more steady work. The forge grows silent, and the workshop drifts into sleep. Zahak rules from his palace throne. Stone towers rise above the city. Guards patrol the narrow streets. The tyrant demands heavy taxes. Gold flows from shop to palace. Silver leaves the merchant stalls. Kaveh counts his remaining coins. The pile grows smaller each month. Royal collectors visit every door. Young men disappear from homes. Families weep behind closed doors. The palace grows more crowded. The king's appetite knows no limits. 2 serpents writhe upon his shoulders. They hunger for fresh minds. Parents hide their children carefully. Sellers conceal the young and strong. Fear walks through every neighborhood. Kaveh's son works at the forge. The boy learns to shape hot iron. His hands grow skilled with tools. Royal soldiers arrive one morning. They wear armor of polished bronze. Their swords shine in sunlight. The captain reads from a scroll. The king requires young workers. The palace needs fresh servants. Kaveh's son steps forward quietly. The boy shows no fear. His mother weeps behind stone walls. Chains bind the youth together. They march toward palace gates. Dust rises from their footsteps. The forge grows quiet without apprentice hands. Iron cools without young breath. The bellows rest unused. Kaveh works alone now. His hammer strikes with heavier blows. Anger burns hotter than coals. The city empties of its children. Old men tend the market stalls. Women spin thread in silence. Rain falls on empty courtyards. Puddles form in forgotten corners. The sound echoes off stone walls. Palace feasts continue through the night. Laughter drifts over city roofs. Wine flows like spring water. The tyrant grows fat and lazy. His serpents feast on young minds. The kingdom withers under his rule. Bread becomes scarce in the markets. Farmers struggle with broken tools. The harvest grows smaller each year. Kaveh repairs fewer ploughs now. Fields lie fallow and empty. Weeds grow where grain once flourished. The blacksmith's fire burns lower. Coal costs more than gold. The bellows wheeze with each breath. Merchants close their shops early. Streets empty before sunset falls. People hurry home through shadows. The palace guards increase their patrols. Bronze armor clanks through narrow alleys. Fear spreads like cold mist. Whispers pass between neighbors carefully. Words spoken in darkened rooms. Hope dims like dying candles. Kaveh listens to the quiet voices. Stories of better times. Tales of kings who served their people. The old stories speak of justice. Rulers who protected the weak. Laws that defended the innocent. But those days seem distant now, like stars hidden by storm clouds, like songs forgotten by time. The forge fire gutters low, embers glow red in gathering darkness. Night settles on the troubled city. Kaveh banks the coals carefully. Tomorrow will bring more sorrow, more empty places at family tables. The hammer rests beside cold iron. The workshop grows still and quiet. Water drips in steady rhythm. The weight of oppression settles, and the city struggles toward sleep. Another morning brings royal soldiers. Their boots echo on cobblestone streets. Bronze spears glint in sunlight. The captain unfurls his scroll again. More names written in black ink. More families marked for loss. This time they call for Kaveh's remaining son, the boy who swept the forge floor, the child who fed the fire. Kaveh's hands tighten on his hammer. The weight feels familiar, and strong iron meets iron in his grip. The soldiers wait with growing impatience. Their armor reflects the forge flames. Time moves like thick honey. Kaveh looks at his son's face. The boy stands straight and unafraid. His mother watches from the doorway. The blacksmith sets down his hammer slowly. The tool clicks against stone floor. The sound echoes through silence. He steps between soldiers and child. His broad shoulders block their path. The leather apron hangs loose. The captain raises his bronze spear. Authority gleams in polished metal. Royal commands carry death's weight. Kaveh speaks in a quiet voice. His words cut through morning airs. Simple truth rings like struck iron. I have given one son already. The forge fire crackles behind him. The palace has claimed enough. The soldiers shift their bronze shields. Uncertainty flickers in their eyes. Commands seem less clear now. People gather in the workshop doorway. Neighbors emerge from hiding places. Faces appear at narrow windows. The captain's voice grows harsh and loud. He speaks of royal law, of punishment for disobedience. Kaveh's response comes steady and calm, like hammer blows on anvil iron, each word shaped with care. What law protects the innocent? What justice feeds the hungry? His questions hang in still air. The crowd behind him grows larger. Shopkeepers close their wooden doors. Women carry children closer. More voices join the blacksmith's words, quiet at first, then stronger. Truth spreads like forge fire. The soldiers look toward each other. Bronze armor no longer gleams. Their spears point toward ground. The captain reads his scroll again. The words sound hollow now. Royal commands lose their power. Kaveh picks up his hammer carefully. The weight feels different somehow, heavier with purpose. He turns back toward the forge fire. Orange flames dance on iron tools. The anvil waits in silence. The soldiers watch with nervous eyes. Their bronze boots shift on stone. Authority crumbles like old mortars. One by one they step backward. The scroll rolls up, forgotten. The palace gates call them home. The crowd remains in the doorway. Faces show wonder and hope. Something new stirs in the air. Kaveh's son still stands beside him. The boy's eyes shine with pride. His mother's tears have dried. The forge fire burns brighter now. Iron glows red in the coals. Work continues with new meaning. The hammer strikes the anvil once. The sound rings through gathering crowd. Metal shapes under steady blows. Time passes slowly in the workshop, but change moves through the city, like water through dry ground. The moment of defiance spreads outward, from forge to street to marketplace. Truth travels on quiet feet. Let the story continue now, as courage takes its first breath. Kaveh removes his leather apron slowly. The thick hide bears years of work. Scorch marks tell silent stories. He holds the apron to the light. Burn marks form strange patterns. Each scar holds memory. The leather speaks of honest labor, of iron shaped by patient hands, of sweat and fire and time. The blacksmith finds a wooden pole, straight and strong from mountain. Trees. The grain runs smooth and true. People gather in the workshop courtyard. Their faces show quiet expectation. Hope stirs in tired hearts. Kaveh fastens leather to wood carefully. The apron becomes something new, a banner born from daily toil. Each tie secures the precious burden. Leather cords bind truth to pole. The weight feels light but strong. The banner hangs without decoration. No gold threads or silver bells, only honest leather and wood. But something powerful moves through the crowd. Recognition dawns in weary eyes. This symbol speaks their language. The leather apron tells their story of work begun before sunrise, of bread earned through calloused hands, of children raised in workshops small, of tools passed father to son, of pride in honest craft. The banner represents their sacrifice, the price of tyranny's greed, the cost of royal appetite. Kaveh lifts the pole above his head. The leather flutters in soft breeze. People press closer to see. An old woman touches the banner edge. Her fingers trace the scorch marks. Tears flow down weathered cheeks. A carpenter nods with deep respect. His hands know the weight of tools. His back knows the burden of work. A baker's wife whispers to her children, "Remember this day always." The banner burns in their memory. The crowd begins to move forward, slowly at first. Then, with growing purpose, the banner leads them on. Through narrow streets they walk together, past shuttered shops and empty squares. The leather flies above them. More people join the quiet procession. Workers emerge from hidden places. Families step into sunlight. The banner passes through each neighborhood, past wells and walls and gardens. Hope spreads like morning light. Merchants peer from behind closed doors. Some join the growing crowd below. Others watch from high windows. The palace guards observe from towers. Their bronze armor catches sunlight, but they make no move to stop. The banner of leather and wood continues. Simple truth needs no army. Honesty requires no sword. Through the city gates they walk, toward fields and distant mountains. The banner leads them ever onward. The procession moves like gentle rain, steady and persistent now. Nothing can turn them back. Kaveh carries the pole steadily. His shoulders bear the people's hope. The leather apron guides them home. To freedom from the Serpent King, to justice long delayed, to peace that honest work deserved. The banner rises against blue sky, simple leather touched by wind. Truth needs no greater ornament. Behind them lies the tyrant's palace. Ahead waits the promise of dawn. The banner shows them the way. Time passes slowly under sun, but change moves through the land, like seeds planted in fertile ground. The banner of the blacksmith's apron leads the people toward their rest. Zahak sits upon his throne of stone. The serpents writhe restlessly now. Their hunger grows harder to feed. Palace halls echo with fewer footsteps. Servants have fled in the night. Empty chambers gather dust. The tyrant stares through narrow windows. The city streets look strange below. People move without permission. His bronze guards report disturbing news. The blacksmith's banner spreads rebellion. Common folk forget their fears. The palace kitchens prepare no feasts. Cooks have abandoned their fires. Wine cellars stand unguarded now. Zahak calls for his loyal soldiers, but many beds lie empty now. Armor sits unworn on stands. The serpents hiss with growing anger. Their master provides no fresh minds. The palace holds only old men. Royal treasures lose their luster. Gold cannot buy back loyalty. Silver cannot purchase love. Outside the walls people gather. The leather banner waves above them. Simple truth conquers complex lies. Kaveh stands before the palace gates. His hammer rests in steady hands. The people wait behind him. The bronze gates swing open slowly. No guards remain to bar the way. Only shadows fill the courtyard. Footsteps echo through marble halls, past tapestries and golden urns, toward the throne room's heavy doors. The doors stand open and unguarded. Sunlight streams through colored glass. Dust motes dance in rainbow light. Zahak rises from his throne chair. The serpents coil around his shoulders, but their power fades like smoke. The blacksmith enters without weapons. Only truth walks beside him now. The hammer hangs loose in his hand. The tyrant's voice cracks like old leather. His threats sound hollow and empty. Fear no longer serves his purpose. The serpents begin to wither slowly. Evil feeds only on suffering. Without victims, they cannot survive. Zahak falls to polished marble floors. The crown rolls away forgotten. Gold means nothing without power. The palace fills with quiet people. They walk through rooms like sleepwalkers. Freedom feels strange and new. Treasures return to rightful owners. Families reunite in tearful joy. Children laugh in empty corridors. The leather banner hangs from palace walls. Simple truth decorates the throne. Honest work rules the kingdom now. Kaveh returns to his forge at last. The fire burns with steady warmth. Iron waits for skillful hands. His sons work beside him again. The anvil rings with happy sounds. The workshop fills with useful noise. The city repairs its broken streets. Markets reopen with fresh bread. Laughter returns to narrow alleys. Evening settles on the peaceful land. Lamps flicker in cottage windows. Families gather around warm tables. The forge fire burns low and gentle. Tools rest in proper places. Tomorrow brings honest work. Rain falls softly on the rooftops. The sound brings comfort now. Water nourishes growing gardens. Kaveh banks his coals carefully. The workshop grows quiet and still. The leather banner hangs nearby. Children sleep safe in their beds. Parents watch with grateful hearts. Peace spreads through every home. The tyrant's palace stands empty now. Halls echo with different sounds. Justice walks the marble floors. The leather banner tells its story of courage born from honest work, of truth that conquers every lie. Time passes slowly in the kingdom, but all the passing brings is good. The people rest in earned peace. The forge grows silent in the darkness. The anvil waits for morning light. The city drifts toward gentle sleep. And so ends the tale of Kaveh's banner, as all find rest in freedom's arms.